Maestro Gaming presents a wobbly wagon wheel production about a nomad man. That man is the Gypsy King. Okay, ladies and gents, welcome back to another Maestro Gaming production, and after a surprising unbeaten opening couple of games, we are here for our first game of our first double header. We are of course facing Huila, and somewhere inside that parking lot of a structure is actually a 22,000 seater stadium. Now I'm probably going to butcher its name, but that is the Estadio Guillermo Plazas, because there's apparently multiple plazas, Al Cid. So without further ado, I'm going to go find an entrance and let's get on with today's first game. Okay everyone, it's almost time to kick off our first game of today's episode. But before I do, I'm going to change some of these names because, as you know, they're a bit of a pain in the backside to say some of them. So first of all, we have Loser in goal. You are just going to be Loser. That makes it so much easier. So we've got Loser in goal. It would help if I didn't leave capitals on. So Arnold Loser in goal. Hopefully he will not be a loser today. Herrera, Mina, Torres, Lopez at the back. They're all okay. AU, Benceline. Yeah, you're okay. You know what? You can just be Ben. Ben. No, Benny. Gotta be a bit more creative. He can be Benny. Shalaka? Shalaka. Julio. Yes, you're just Julio. So Julio on the right hand side. We have Medrano, Gonzalez. I've just realised I've not brought back our starter. In Perez, I want to say, is the other one. But that is okay. We can work with that. Gonzalez, Conan the Barbarian up front. He is fine. I kind of want to add the Barbarian bit, but we'll just keep calling him the Barbarian for now. Okay. Oscar. Just Oscar. Simply just Oscar. I'm not trying that last name ever again. Just Oscar. Hurtado is fine. Morris is fine. Perez is fine. Arias is fine. As you can see, they're going for a 4-5-1. Very defensive, sitting back, hoping to keep us out. But without further ado, let's head into the dressing room. Let's go talk to Ruben, who I've still not renamed, surprisingly, and see what he has to say. So, Ruben thinks we try and encourage the team. Our assistants are always about encouragement. They're all positive and upbeat. So, assertively, recent standings has them 16th, whilst we are 9th on the form table. We owe them revenge. We know about revenge. We've got to go passionate with it. Passionate revenge. As you can see, passionate revenge going down a treat. I don't know what it's going to be like in FM21, but in FM20, I think 19, 18, most of the FMs I can remember, you can basically go with revenge. Players love revenge. Footballers love revenge, is what I've learned from Sports Interactive. That is the one thing I have learned, if anything else. I've also learned goalkeepers can be rather simple-minded creatures from this game as well. But that is another matter. We'll ignore the fact that goalkeepers can be a bit questionable in these games. Although, to be fair, FM20 goalkeepers haven't been too bad. I haven't seen too many ridiculous things from the goalkeepers. So I'm going to lay off on the goalkeepers. Not going to give them a bunch of hate for the goalkeepers. Munoz, hoofs it up. We finally got a highlight. We're only 41 minutes into the first half, folks. And, well, it's their highlight, unfortunately. They have just gone and cut straight through our defence. Lucky for us, the loser in goal has managed to save us. Unfortunately, our names haven't updated yet, but we can deal with that for one more game, can't we, ladies and gents? As you can see, this lovely 22,000 seater car park, it's pretty empty. I can probably see 3,000, maybe? Yeah. Optimistic 3,000, I'm going to say. We'll see that after the game if I remember to have a look, but optimistic 3,000 is what I'm going with. So they've had 2 shots, we've had 3 in the first half, 1 on target, we've had 3 fouls to our 6. 1 yellow card to 1 yellow card, 49% possession to our 51. Now the best performer was Duke for them with a 6.9 and 4 fouls against. For us was Lopez, 6.9 and 45 passes completed. Struggling to perform though was Oliveros with a 6.4 for them, and Gonzalez with a 6.4 for us. Both with no reason for it, but that's what they got. Now, latest scores around the league. It is Bucaramanga is currently 0-0 against Americano de Cali. Cortula is currently losing 4-0 at home to Medellin. Medellin is going crazy. That probably set the cartel onto them. We then have Deportivo Cali, who is currently losing 1-0 to Union Magdalena. They don't know about the Cali cartel, that is for sure. We then have Once Caldas, who's currently drawing 0-0 against Santa Fe, and then Tolima, who is currently 0-0 against Boyacá Cinco FC. So let's head on into the dressing room. Ruben thinks we should let the team know we appreciate their efforts. I mean, looking at our stats, we're doing okay. We can do better. So assertively, no, I'm far from pleased. I want to motivate you, push you to be better individuals. We're not going to settle for just being meh. I want to push our players to be the greatest people they can be, in and out of football. And Shalaka is trying to do that right now with a goal. Unfortunately, it's wide of said goal, though. So, we're going to demand more. We're going to push the lads, push them on a little bit more. Medrano is not liking it, although he's having a decent game. We've got a couple of players slipping, though, so we are going to make some substitutions in just a second. I've noticed some 6.3s creeping in, 6.4s. We can't be dealing with them. Get them off the pitch. Get some players who are going to put in the effort. Oliveros, though, coming down this right-hand side. Herrera's just gone and tripped him, haven't you, Herrera? Also, is it me? Do these boxes seem extra wide? Maybe the pitch is narrow. We must be on a narrow pitch. It just seems very wide where the penalty box is, but these things happen. And, well, Herrera has gone and screwed us. Come on, loser. Save the penalty, loser. You can do this. Montoya has just gone and slotted it away. Wasn't a great penalty. Wasn't a great goalkeeping effort. It was just a complete shambles. So we are going to go very attacking. We are also going to get off some of these players who are struggling. So Gonzalez is having a terrible game. Gonzalez can go off. Arias can come on. You two, are you better that way? Yes, you are. Medrano slots in there. We then have Perez. Now, I could take Medrano off, but Medrano has been playing okay. We then have Benny. Benny Hill has not been having a great game. Mina's been struggling, and so has Torres. So, Morris on for Mina, I think. No. Perez for Benny. Hope our defence just holds up. I think that's the plan. That's what we're going with. And that is the team we are hoping can save us from this mess. Show some passion, lads. We're losing. We need some passion. We need some passionate football right now. I'm going to demand more of you in a second. So just give me something. Give us something to work with. And we have something to work with. Herrera throws it into Arias. It's now back with AU. Plays it back to Herrera. Lovely ball over the top. It doesn't get to him though. John intercepts it and nods it down for AU. AU make a lovely... Oh, it's a lovely save by Munoz. Fortunately, AU's shot is pushed over the bar. AU will whip in the corner though. Back post. Not away by Montoya. Torres will collect. Whips one back in. Conan can't do anything with it. And neither can AU. Come on, lads. Demand more. I demand more of you. We should not be losing today's game. We have been the better side. And we're throwing it away. Throwing it away with a silly penalty from Herrera. I'm going to have a go at the lads for this one. I'm definitely going to have a go at them. Because this is rather disappointing. What a way to lose our winning start. Or at least unbeaten start. So, we have lost here today 1-0. 5 shots to our 11. 2 on target to our 5. 6 fouls to our 13, 1 yellow cards, 2 yellow cards, 48% possession to 52. Discipline was our problem. 13 fouls has gone and let us down here today. La Cuesta, I don't know why I would say Cuesta. Cuesta was their best player with a 7.1, and Lopez for us with a 7 rating and 83%. Okay, 83 passing complete. Even. Struggling to perform, Hernandez with a 6.5 for them and Gonzalez with a 6.3 for us. A few different milestones, not going to go through them. Feel free if you are interested. Of course, Leonardo de la Cuesta is their best player with that 7.1 rating, the player of the match. Ruben thinks we should sympathise. Ruben, I think you've gone soft, my friend. I am unhappy with that performance. You have lost confidence. Lopez, I am annoyed. I'm seriously annoyed. Especially with Herrera giving that penalty up. Because he had a decent game besides the penalty. But the penalty went and cost us in the end. So, 6 days' time, we will be versing Tolima. I'm not sure how good Tolima are. In fact, I'm not sure how good Huila is. And first of all, we need to see what that attendance was. So what was that attendance? I said about 3,000. About 4,000. I was roughly in the ballpark. Considering the attendances for the other games, that was a pretty close guess. So we are versing Tolima in the next one. We're going to have a quick look at Huila and see how they're supposed to be finishing, just to get an idea of whereabouts we tripped up against. So, season preview. Tolima, Sud. Okay, whatever Sud is, that's what we're about to play. 7th. So 7th is the prediction on the team we're about to play. We lost to predicted 11th. We beat 15th, and the other team was Short Brain, Cucuta Deportivo in our first game, which was 13th place. So lost to 11th, drawn to 13th, so we're probably like a 12th to 14th-ish team based off that, so we should be losing the next game based off this table, which ain't a whole lot to go by. Let's be honest, the Colombian League, very close. There's no real massive differences in teams, probably unless you get to these top 2 or 3, then Medellin is probably a little better than Santa Fe and beyond, but besides those top 2, it's probably a bit of a scrap. In fact, holders Mileros, they are currently 4th for the season prediction. So if we just quickly have a little look at the past winners, we can see how like 2 or 3 teamed it is. Atletico Nacional is currently dominating it. Junior managed to nick it from them for 1 season here for the first phase. Mileros and Junior managed to nick first and second. They probably slipped. There is no third place, but I guess if there was a third place, they was probably in it. And yeah, so that is how that has been going. So I'm going to head back to our stadium where I'll see you fine folks for the second game in just a second. Right, ladies and gents, it's match day number 2 in today's episode. Time for us to bounce back at home. And as you might have noticed, I've made a few little tweaks to some people's names. So, in goal we have Harold, the loser. At the back we have Herrera. He is joined by Eric Morris-Sons. Yes, Eric Morris-Sons. He's coming in for Mina, who is currently suspended due to his yellow card in the previous game. He then is joined alongside by Torres and Lopez. Our midfield is Benny Hill in the centre. On the left-hand side is AU, Julio on the right. Perez comes back into the side. He goes alongside Gonzalez. And of course up front, Conan the Barbarian. Yes, I managed to tweak that all in. So, as you might have noticed, on the bench, our goalkeeper, he's a little bit of a name change. We have Oscar Pistorius, our backup goalkeeper. He's joined by Hertlocker. Guerra, now Guerra has been looking for a transfer. I've had a few offers around 29,000. I'm not letting him go for that. I told him he can go, but we need to get 55 grand. He's valued at, I think, 52-ish, 52, 54, around that mark. So I'm like, I don't really need him, but I'm definitely getting your value if I'm going to let you go. Rodriguez is also on the bench, and Arias. Also, we have had bids in for Conan the Barbarian. People have offered over 100 grand for him. Not letting him go. I have no reason to let Conan the Barbarian go. And as you can see, they are going for a classic 4-4-2. But without further ado, let's head into the dressing room and go talk to Ruben. And as you might have noticed, Ruben has had a bit of a name change. He is now Ruben Barrichello. I think we should let the team... No, Ruben Barrichello. Assertively, I know we're all keen to avenge what happened. Express yourselves. Do. Actually, that's not a bad shout. Passionate. I know, like, Passionate or assertive? No, assertive. I know you're keen to avenge. Let's go avenge! Get avenge! Not revenge, avenge. Avenge always goes slightly better than revenge, but revenge is always one that works. That is my rule of thumb for Football Manager, and it's worked out pretty decent so far. So hopefully Morrison's can do something at the back, otherwise it's going to be a little bit disappointing. I'm kind of tempted to change the whole back line to being supermarket names, to be honest. Benny Hill whips one across, fakes a goal, and Gonzalez at the back post nods us into a lead. 28 minutes in, he's got his 6th goal of the season, assisted by Benny Hill. Let's see this one again, folks. Benny Hill whips it in, goalkeeper tries to grab it in the air, but he gets nowhere near it. Straight over his head, and Gonzalez nods it into the net. What a beautiful start, ladies and gents. We are up to 5th in the league. But as we know, 5th in the league doesn't mean a darn thing. That is because we work on average points rule, and well, on the average points rule, we're still near the bottom. I'll have a little look after today's game, but we're still scrapping it down there, so we'll have a look at that after today's game, regardless of how it goes. Anyways, it's 1-0 here at half-time. As you can see, yet again, pretty empty stadium. This one is probably nearer 2,000 than the 4,000 we got in the previous game, if I'm going to guess. Now, match statistics, 9 shots to 2, 4 on target to their 2, 6 fouls to 7, 1 yellow card, 62% possession to their 38. Now, our best performer has been Gonzalez, 93% passing completion ratio, 1 goal and a 7 rating. For them is to Firth. He's got 4 fouls against, 6.7, and that is about it. Struggling to form is Eric Morrison's. He's not liking the fact I called him Morrison's, I guess. He's got 6.6 and no reason for it. And Nowakali in goal for them, with 1 mistake leading to a goal and 6.3. So, Ruben's Barrichello thinks we try and encourage the team. That's not a bad idea. Our team has been playing okay, except for Morrison's, who's having a bit of an issue. Everyone else is playing well, though, and we have a nervous fellow in here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to tell them they've been doing all right. So, you've been playing well, still room for improvement. Keep it going. That was exactly what I wanted to see. Not going to push them too far. We've been playing well. As you can see, their players are looking tired. Ours are pretty fit. We're in decent shape. So it's all looking good. I think our next game is in about a week's time, which is always nice to see. Benny Hill whips one in yet again. Oh, we cannot score from this set piece, and it's a counter-attack by Machuca. Machuca coming straight through the centre of our defences. Pass it over to the right-hand side. Sinatra, lovely save by the loser, tipped onto the woodwork, and they have a corner. Let's get this one away, lads. Just hoof it away. Perez, nice job, Perez. Chase it down, Benny Hill, or don't. Don't do a Benny Hill sketch. We are just going to hoof it away, and that will do. Now, couple of players on yellow cards, couple of players also not having the condition quite there. So, Herrera, I'm looking at you. Do I swap Herrera out? Unfortunately, we don't have anyone else to come in on the left-hand side. That's a bit of an issue, because our central defender who would usually swap out to left-hand side is Mina. So, Herrera, please do not get sent off. You've gave away a penalty in the previous game. Please do not get sent off in this game. I am begging you. I am truly begging you not to get sent off right now. Perez, Gonzalez, anyone else? Rodriguez? Could you possibly slide up there? Rodriguez? You don't want to. You really don't want to. Rodriguez. Why? Why do you make my life so difficult, Rodriguez? AU could come off, I guess. I'm not sure what I've quite done with this bench, if I'm honest with you. Rodriguez could go in for Benny Hill, move Benny Hill over to the left-hand side, but Benny Hill has been having a good game. So, Guerrera, can't find a way to bring him in. Hertlocker, can't find a way to bring him in. Rodriguez, Julio has been having a decent game. Don't really need to necessarily bring him in, although Julio is getting a bit tired, so we'll bring Rodriguez in, let Julio have a little rest. We've then got Arias. Arias could come on for Conan the Barbarian, but, you know, we'll just go single sub. Single sub. Quite simple. We'll hold on to a couple. It's okay. Conan the Barbarian, top corner. Nope. He had a decent effort, though. Decent free kick indeed by Conan the Barbarian. And it's goal kick. Hoofs it up. Mashuka gets it down to Sinestra. And it's over to Firth, and a nice collection by the loser. Come on, lads. I am going to give a bit of praise. You have been performing good. Our team... Okay, they're overwhelmed. I hate praise in this game. I really do hate praise. I don't know why you would be overwhelmed by a little bit of praise at 1-0 up, but that's our team, folks. That is our team. Anyways, Benny Hill, can he whip in a lovely free kick once more? Get us a second and secure today's game. 6 minutes remain, 6 on his back. Whips one in. Oh, Gonzalez, edge of the area. Oh, it's blocked. Friday hoofs it away to Mashuta. Mashuta gets it to Sinestra. Sinestra now coming on the counter-attack. Plays it over to the right-hand side. We keep giving them gaps over here. Luckily, the loser makes a beautiful save. And they have a corner. Now, please, do not give this lead up. Get it away. Good one. Gutierrez, they've still got it. Edge of the area. Nice block. Gutierrez sells it on the left-hand side. Dispossess him, please. Thank you. Gonzalez, counter-attack. Come on. You've got Kernan the Barbarian in support. You now have 2 people joining you. You can do something with this. Friday. Lovely tackle by Friday. Can't give too much of an issue with that one. So, are we going to eke it out? We have eked it out, ladies and gents. We've got another victory, which is going to help so much in that points total. So it's 1-0 here in the end. 16 shots to 11. 7 on target to 9. 8 fouls to 16. 2 yellow cards, 1 yellow card. 61% possession to 39. I'm not quite sure what happens if we have joint point average over the 3-year span. That's something I am kind of interested in. But hopefully that doesn't come into fruition. Best performer has been our goalkeeper. The loser has a 7.5 rating, 5 shots saves held even. Soil Edis with a 6.9 for them was their best performer. He had that with no reason for it. Struggling to perform was Rodriguez. He got 6.6, 0% cross and completion ratio. And Nawakali in goal for them with 1 mistake leading to a goal and a 6.4. A few different milestones, but the only thing that really matters is the player of the match going to Torres, of all people. Surprising player of the match there. Rubens Barrichello thinks we should tell the team we appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Good win, lads. Well done. Beat a team that was predicted to be around 7th place. That is a solid victory. Medellin is just doing work up there, to be honest. They are comfortably winning their game, and they are comfortably top. 4-0-0, 13, 2 goals against in 4 games. 13 goals scored. It's ridiculous. We are up to 5th, which is amazing by our standards. Average points, though, we're still down in 19th. Somehow we have not crept out of this hole yet. So we're on 15 for 2016. They are on 16. They are on 10. 0.88. We need to get up past that 0.9 to squeeze out of the relegation zone. Now, we've got form in our favour, to be fair. Kaluta, they're bottom, smack bang bottom, haven't been doing anything. We need these, though, to start tripping up. The 1 point behind us, if they could fall a few more points behind us, we'll jump out the relegation zone, we'll be fine. But that is it for today's episode, ladies and gents. In the next one, we are going to be at home to Junior and away to Deportivo Cali. So they are... Whereabouts are they before we head off? They are predicted to be 5th and 6th. It's going to be a rough one next episode, ladies and gents, so strap yourselves in for that. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night, and goodbye.